Hi, this is Matthew to talk about kind of a thing locally that maybe people in the area don't know about. We have a blues radio station on the air, that is correct. It is at 103.3 on the FM dial. It is KWPQ. I think they sometimes will call it Q103.3 on the air. Right now it is not on the air because of the storms we had a few weeks ago. Really messed up their tower, and I'm not quite sure what its status is right now. I haven't seen anything on the Facebook page. It's a low power station, so it's KWPQ LP actually. Low power, kind of a station, pretty well covered on the kind of southeast side of town. No, the north side it's a little bit not quite as audible in some spots sometimes. I think. I'm not quite sure exactly why. It must be a terrain thing or something. But 24/7 it plays blues music. It used to play some jazz at nights, but that's been gone for a while now. Oh, plays anything from, I'd say the 30s on up to now, pretty much. Tracks are added all the time, pretty much. I think he's always adding old and new stuff. But, I mean, even things like, people are like, you're Clapton, Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf. You'll hear, B.B. King, even people like Joe Bonamassa, Joe Satriani, people like even Chris Stapleton, for example. You might hear some stuff from like R&B from like the Temptations or something. All kinds of stuff is in. In fact, I have it on the background. In fact, they're playing "Slipping into Darkness" by War at the moment as I listen in the background real low just to have it on. While I talk about it. Cool little station. I talked to the guy once. Wanted to call to say hi and ended up talking for the guy on a Saturday morning for let's say a good hour and a half or something. It's just a labor of love. There's no commercials, no big sponsorships. Just he wanted to get something on the air, and he did. He got approval by the FCC. I think it was in because the website's covered at 14, but I didn't. I think it was like 2016, maybe? Something like that. It was after my dad died. I know that. But I think that's kind of when it was. I'm saying March, April. It was March. And I've listened to it off and on ever since. In fact, I only had radios tuned to it for quite a while. I had everything tuned to it, but kind of fluctuate between things. But it's a cool station. He wanted to play some old-time radio, but that never came to fruition. People weren't interested, I guess. But just a wide variety of music on here. It's considered blues. It's a pretty fluid definition. If it's even remotely blues-like, it's here. He's got all kinds of stuff. I think you can still request songs. I can't seem to find that, but I didn't click on the recently played. But there used to be a request link. I'm not sure if that's still a thing where you could request songs. So I might never play just because I think it, based on when it was last played and stuff, it had some criteria, but great little station. Hopefully it comes back on the air soon. I'm kind of sad. I check on it mostly once a day. It's sad to not have anything there anymore. I don't know what all the tower issues are that he's having to fix, but clearly it's taking longer than he anticipated, unfortunately. Repairs due sometimes getting parts in or whatever. It's somewhere around the Brentwood Library, the Schweitzer, I guess Brentwood Library now. I'm not used to having the Schweitzer name in front of it. That's my home library in town here. But it's around there. I think he was I think he's got a property that it's on somewhere around there. But had some issues with that storm a few weeks back that we had. So hopefully it'll be back soon, because I kind of miss it hearing on the air, going by there and seeing what was playing. It is online, though, at kwpq.org. Anyone can listen. Looks like they've got some maybe possible DJs on it now. I'm not quite sure what those are meaning, but there are people's names next to different time slots. Like blues with so-and-so. There's classic blues and stuff. Lots of stuff going on. I really enjoy the station. Never know what it's going to play. I never know what it's going to play. So, neat station. KWPQ LP officially, but KWPQ 103.3 here in Springfield, or kwpq.org is where you can listen to it anywhere. They don't have an app, but you can ask any. It's on all the streaming websites, or just ask your smart speaker or your phone to play it. It will. It should come up and play it. Doesn't matter what device it is. So, should be able to get it to pull up pretty quickly. For sure, I know it's in TuneIn for sure. But you should be able to ask your Echo or even the Google Homes to play it. HomePods. A lot of the streaming websites, I think, have it available. But yeah, it's good stuff. Kind of nice to hear a war song on here that I don't hear as often. Yeah, it's good stuff. I really like the station a lot. I do like blues and all kinds of music around that, so it's a good thing. But I would just kind of briefly mention it. I don't know how many people know about it. Most people probably don't dial surf like I do or look at radio-related stuff. Yeah, I knew it had been coming. I think Radio Locator, I like to look and see what they have at radio-locator.com. You can look up any city, any call letters, states. It does Canadian and Mexican call letters too, but you have to know what they are. You can't browse by cities outside of the U.S. They do have a global directory. It's not very good, though. At least I don't pay for it, so I don't know what that level gives you. But I just look every once in a while for call letters and stuff. And so I was like, oh, you've had enough call letters for the day. Come back later. Like, okay, fine. But I think that's how I even knew about it was coming, just because what the heck is this 103.3 going to be? I eventually was able to, figure out Google things at the time, and the website showed up, and I checked that for a while, and just dial surfing around. I was in between one of the Missouri State Bears basketball games, and lo and behold, there it was on 103.3. I was playing smooth jazz for a test back then, but yeah, it's up and running online right now. Hopefully the tower will come back and we'll have it on the air as an actual station again very soon. I really wish the best for them. And if you want to support them, there is a PayPal link if you do want to support them by chance. That is there too. But even if you don't, just listen to them anyway. If you like blues and kind of classic rock stuff or blues rock or anything that's similar to blues, even some country like Chris Stapleton, as I said, is included. So all kinds of things that you wouldn't really expect to be here are. I'm not sure what it's playing now, actually. You can see what's playing on the website and the streaming apps and stuff. Obviously, the radio you can't. And I don't think they have RDS. On the display, I'm not sure that's radio data system. That's what, when you see something, when you're looking on the radio and you see something showing up, what's playing, that's what that is. It's causing that. It's called a radio data system, RDS. That's how it knows what the station's called and what it's playing. So I don't remember if he had that enabled. I've never checked, but I don't know exactly what if it shows anything. If it comes back, I'll have to have someone check for me and see what it says. But I don't know if it has that. It may have that. I don't know. But it being a one-guy operation, I don't know that it's that fancy. maybe a few people in that building. I'm not sure where the actual station part is, but I just kind of know where the tower was located. But it's good stuff. Give KWPQ some listens there if you do like things like that. So I think that's all for the moment. Just wanted to put something up, and I think, I have never talked about this, and I was kind of trying to see if the website had said anything about their tower, but I'll have to check the Facebook page and see what it says, if there's been any updates. He always posts like blues news on the Facebook page. Just look for KWPQ. Lots of news about musicians and types of blues. Events around the Springfield area that are going on, blues related, are there from various people. So lots of things on there about the community and just music in general are up there. So again, KWPQ, give it a listen, but I will send this off now, and we'll see you guys in another video.